Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, Falcons. Today's date is either going to be 10/13 if it is Tuesday, or 10/14 if it is Wednesday. Again, 10/13 if it is Tuesday, or 10/14 if it is Wednesday. And today we are doing solving equations with variables on both sides. Solving equations with variables on both sides. So let's first remember that our steps are not changing. Step number 1 is going to be draw that barrier. Step number 1 is going to be draw that barrier. Step number 2 is going to be distribute. Step number 2 is going to be distribute. So if you notice, our 5 steps are not changing, so let's finish writing them. Step number 3 is combine like terms. Combine like terms. Combine like terms. Step number 4, isolate the variable. Step number 4 is isolate the variable. Step number 5 is our check. Step number 5 is our check. All right, so those are our 5 steps, no different than before. All right, now, because we have variables on both sides, there are going to be different types of solutions. So we are going to have types of solutions. Types of solutions. Type number 1 is going to be one solution. One solution. And one solution would look something like x equals 1. That would mean a variable, which is a letter, is equal to a constant, which is a number. Okay? So these two things are saying the same exact thing. Option number 2 is going to be no solution. Answer number 2 is going to be no solution. And no solution is something like 5 equals 7. So you have a constant and it equals a different constant. And it equals a different constant. All right? And then your last type is infinitely many solutions. Infinitely many solutions. And that means that you have x equals x, or you have something like 2 equals 2. Okay? So we have a constant equals the same constant, or we have variable equals the same variable.